You know, at Bathmasters, we have, you know, a beautiful showroom. We have a 20,000 square foot facility. You know, we handle the permits, the inspections, you know, but we couldn't be here. We wouldn't be 20 years old, and we wouldn't be able to service hundreds of customers if it wasn't for our hardworking team of employees that we have. And, you know, we have installers. We have a lot of installers, plumbers, electricians, carpenters. You know, we have people who just come and do the demolition and then do the floor protection and the plastic in your unit to protect your belongings while we're doing the remodel. We have job supervisors. We have the permits and inspection manager. We have a sales staff, design staff, interior designer on staff. And we've got quite a few. Matter of fact, we're pretty big. If you look at, we're 20 years old, but even the companies, only 14% of the companies have made it. I think, no, maybe it was 17%. They track this at the government. So all the contractors that started with us 20 years ago, only 17% are still around. So 83% are gone. Most of them gone in the first 3.5 years. But so we're here, but we're 4 times bigger than the average construction company that made it 20 years. So we're pretty good. We're doing well. So our team, we go through a lot, particularly for installers. It's easy to talk the talk, and it's harder to walk the walk. So we actually make sure that we do testing here in our facility. Back in that area, we have about, I don't know, 1,500 square feet. 2,000 square feet of our facility is dedicated to testing and training. We will do continuing training for our guys. You know, ones who come in, maybe they've been here for a while and they want to learn another trade, we can teach them, we can evolve and so forth. But, you know, tile installers, carpenters, you know, we're looking for, we pay top pay. We have a lot of benefits. We do the health insurance. We have, you know, we have 401k retirement plans. We have paid time off. We have paid vacation, paid holidays. We provide company vehicles or vehicle allowances for our team members. I mean, we really want them to be, I'm the founder and CEO. I want the employees to be here long term because they learn about our company. They know what we're doing. They know the ins and outs. They know how we treat our customers. And we do things differently than other contractors. So there's a training period. Even if they come in and they've been doing it for 20, 30 years, you know, they have to learn what we do. We use Kohler. You know, we're very Kohler heavy on our fixtures. They got to know how these Kohler valves go together. We use the waterproofing that we use for our shower stalls. Everyone's got to learn how to use that so that they can do it correctly. And if they're coming in as a plumber, they know how the plumbing interrelates with the waterproofing, so they don't accidentally damage it. So we have a training center for guys that we bring in. They pass the test, but initially there's a test. The first test is bring your tools, you know, and come in and show us what you can do. We know what you said you can do, and we have a little list, and they say, hey, I'm professional in painting. We'll say, well, come paint something. It'll take 2 or 3 hours. We'll see if you paint something. Most of the people, I don't know if it's most, but probably the majority, more than half, don't even show up the next day or whenever they schedule the test. So that's obviously we don't hire them. And then the ones that do come, you know, a certain percentage of them will pass the test. Maybe half and half will pass the test and half of them will not pass the test. And we're not, you know, we're just looking for obvious stuff. Like if they say they're a finished carpenter, we want them to put in some, you know, molding, and we want them to put in some trim. If they say they're a drywall installer and finisher, we want them to install some drywall. And we have drywall, we have wood in our showroom. We have an 11,000 square foot warehouse back here with all these supplies. So we're just like, you come, bring your tools, let's install some drywall. We actually have rigs just for testing. And so we just constantly tearing them down, putting up new drywall, screwing it in, finishing it with drywall tape and mud. You know, it takes them a couple hours, 4 hours max for the test. And if they pass, we then do a background check and drug screening to make sure don't have a criminal history, right? And they're not on drugs. Because this is our family. This is a family-owned company, by the way. The majority owners here are me and my brother and my wife. So 20 years going, and this is our family. So when they come aboard, it's part of our family. I treat them like family. We, you know, celebrate everybody's birthday and their anniversaries. You know, we give them balloons and cards, and we want them to be happy here. And that's why we offer all the benefits and so forth. It's hard. We only hire about 10% of the people that apply to work here. But that works. I mean, obviously we're 4 times bigger than the average company that's been made it 20 years old, you know? So that's good. And then we have this 20,000 square foot building, and we have to have a lot of people to help our customers, hundreds of customers, you know, in here in Pinellas County and the Tampa Bay area. So that's a story about how we, you know, what our company is actually composed of is not the 20,000 square foot building. It's really the sales staff, the design staff, the administrative staff, our accounting manager. All of this stuff is needed for us to run this company successfully, including, of course, all the installers, tile installers, plumbers, electricians, everybody. So, and we're very heavy on employees, we follow the rules. We have overtime pay, we have workers' compensation, and so forth. The only thing that we will sometimes sub out normally on a normal bathroom project, kitchen project, sometimes is we will sub out the tile. And that's because we found that the best tile installers, even back when I was a tile installer 23 years ago myself, the best tile installers like to get paid through their company by the square foot. Is production based, because the best tile installers are very efficient. Just like we're very efficient with our staff doing plumbing, the best tile installers are very efficient doing beautiful tile work, and we want the best for you. And so part of the negotiation is we gotta pay them the way they want to get paid. So besides that though, our plumbers, our electricians, our carpenters, painters, everybody else is a real employee, W-2 employee. They get, we pay taxes, payroll taxes, and everything else. So we're a legit company, basically, after 20 years. And then here, we have the showroom. It's just like the icing on the cake. This makes the design, it makes the finished product look so much better. You have the tile, thousands of different tiles to choose from here. Cabinets, we have 4 cabinet lines. We have remnants for your countertop. We have full slabs for your countertop. We stock 14 different colors of slabs, the most popular quartz right now for your kitchen or bathroom. Right here, we actually have another segment of the showroom over there that's devoted just for kitchens. So, but anyway, we couldn't do it without our staff. So that's the backbone of our company.